guys. I'm going to try not to talk too loud because I have my microphone on and I don't know how loud this is going to be. I feel like I don't really need a microphone, but I do have my washing machine going and also the 3D printer, so thought I would just do it just in case. This is my office space. Don't judge. It has been on the need to renovate list for quite a while. Anyway, it is what it is. I've got a massive coffee today. Because it's the first day of my cycle. I am not feeling it. I'm meant to be working from home in my 9 to 5, don't tell. And I'm filming on my brand new Osmo DJI. Because I spent a pretty penny on this camera, it's kind of motivating me to film stuff, to make the most of the expenditure. Anyway, it came out of my tech envelope. It's fine. Actually, it didn't come out of my tech envelope. That was the 3D printer. Where did this money come from? I don't remember. Anyway, Ko-fi mail is late this month. I am so sorry, you guys. I think I'm posting another video. They're probably going to go out at the same time. Anyway, another video with a bit of a chatty behind the scenes vibe. Ko-fi has not been my priority because I have a whole bunch of other stuff going on, and I apologize profusely, honest to God. So this month is a little bit different. I've tried to make it cute, usable, but different. So essentially, I'd had my Ko-fi mail having the same kind of format. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. The same format for a few months now, where it was like the game board and a scratch off and something else. Anyway, so I decided to change it up. I am not going to make envelopes anymore. So if you have seen my shop, I have some homemade envelopes for like my 1 to 5K challenges and also the Christmas games bundle. I'm not doing them anymore. My laminator, just the last lot I did actually, because I still have them up. This is an order for the beautiful Amanda. I made these ones. These ones actually turned out pretty well. So that's good. That makes me happy. But my laminator is not the best. I need to upgrade it. I haven't had time to even look into that, so it hasn't happened. So I am going to be using these. These are like the kind of frosted look PVC envelopes with no zipper. So kind of similar. So I've got stacks of stuff that are falling. Kind of similar vibe to like a homemade envelope in the fact that it's got like no zipper. It's just an A6 like clear but kind of frosted. So I'm going to be using these, and I think I'm going to transition all my current products that have an envelope to this style as well, where it's got kind of like a dashboard with the envelope. So this is a double-sided dashboard, and this is the vibe for this month. The good thing about having the microphone is I can put stuff up in front and it doesn't block the sound, I don't think. Anyway, so 'tis the season with these cute like pinky stamps. Sorry, that's super annoying. The crinkle of, anyway, so we've got the envelope with a little like dashboard is going in the Ko-fi mail. Then I have made this double-sided, it's meant to be kind of like a bookmark challenge bookmark. Yeah, so it's got scratch offs on the front. I can't actually remember what this adds up to. It's not very big. Okay, it's not very big. And then a little kind of couple of shut the box vibe on the back, 1 through 9. So you could use your 6-sided dice. Then I have another little mini scratch off. This is the cutest friggin' thing ever. Look at them. I don't know if you can see properly like the glare from my laptop. Or is it the glare from the camera? I don't know. How cute. So they're the same little stamps, but then they have the little mini scratch offs. If you don't want to see what's underneath, look away. But this is what it looks like underneath. So we've got dollar amounts, 1 through 6 is the highest, and it saves 60. And then there's 3 roll spaces. on that. And then these are the minis. So I'm pretty sure I printed only 2 of these each for each member, I think. Wait, I think I have 7 members at this point. Maybe 8. Yeah, so 2 of these. You'll just get like a random 2 in your order. And that's pretty much it for this month's Ko-fi membership. So I usually do the black envelope with obviously the address on the front, and I've got my a new little Ko-fi sticker to go on the front because just something cute. But basically I put all those in a cello so that if, you know, this accidentally gets wet or whatever, it doesn't matter. And yeah, so I thought you might want to assemble them with me as a little behind the scenes situation. So let me see if I can change this view so that you guys can see. You kind of see what's going on. Sort of. So hang around and pack with me. So we've got the envelope, and I might put the scratch off in there like that. Super cute. And then we also have our bookmark challenge, and then 2 of the minis as well. And I usually have a, oh, this annoys me because this is going to close over the front. Wait a minute, let me put it backwards. This is honestly, this is the inner workings of my brain. I love thinking about how you guys are going to open this and what it's going to look like and all the things. I hate these bags. They're so annoying. So annoying. Anyway, that is that. These bags are kind of good because they have a hole in them somewhere. Usually you have to snip a corner to let all the air out because they get really bulky, but this one has a little hole. I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, I get my what's this called? Washi. And just close her on up. There is 1. So usually I would have a little thing in here that says like, thanks so much for your Ko-fi mail, etc, etc. But and like for your membership. But that's another job that's going to take more time, and these are already behind, so I figure I'm just going to get them out. as I keep saying, I really apologize because, oh, there's some Advent stuff there. It's okay, it's all wrapped up. Yeah, as I keep saying, I apologize because honestly, you guys mean the absolute world to me. I just feel terrible that the membership is not what I had hoped at this current moment, but I have grand plans, especially for the new year. At this point, I feel like I'm in this just getting through the year, which I know is not necessarily fair for you guys. So then, having said that, I totally understand, especially with Christmas coming up. If you're like stretching your budget or anything like that, please don't feel obliged to hang around in the membership. Obviously, I appreciate every single one of you, but I also appreciate the people who have been a member and supported me and then had to disconnect from the membership or take a break, all those sorts of things, especially when I'm not really producing the stuff that I want to be, So I have no issues if you need to step away from the membership, but thank you so much for being here. I hope you like this kind of behind the scenes. I want to post a few more videos like this where it's just like we can kind of hang out, we can chat, whatever. I haven't been posting to YouTube. As I said, I haven't really been cash stuffing. Life has been lifing. For me, what's really funny is in terms of my personal relationships, especially at home with my partner, we haven't really been in a better position than we are now. I don't know if I'll go into it in like a video. I feel like you guys are kind of like close friends. But essentially this time last year we were looking to separate and all the things. And at this point, a year later, we're talking about getting engaged. We've been together for 12 years. We've got 2 kids. So it's obviously like, it's been a while. But yeah, in terms of like my personal support at home is great. It's just my 9 to 5 took a hit with the girl who I shared my job with, or not shared my job with. We both did the same role within a small company. She quit. So I took on a lot of her clients and a lot of her work. And then, only working 4 days a week and trying to manage the business as well as just keeping the house running and ADHD and kids and all the things. It's been a little bit challenging. I also was talking to Amanda over at Mum Wife Budget Life about Advent next year will look really different in terms of I really didn't even start planning Advent for this year until September, as in I kind of was having conversations with a few people who said they wanted to buy one and all the things, but I didn't even start designing it until last month. So it has been not messy, but just challenging to fit that in as well. So I think next year I would start kind of planning it and designing it way earlier so that then I'm not getting to this point in the year and it's like a lot. Anyway, thank you so much for being here with me. Thanks for helping me get my Ko-fi mail out, because that's something I really need, is just like body doubling, and I feel like this is it. So I'm going to head off, and I've got a couple of orders I need to get together. I do plan on doing Advent things today,